Hello students, welcome back to AriserTalent. I am your maths teacher Arpita Sharma. Students, we are discussing the very first chapter, number system of our class 9th, and in that we have covered the basic dividation of number system with the rational, irrational number, real number, imaginary number and all the sets, and then we went for the different type of rational numbers. Okay, so in the very last chapter, the lecture previous to that one, I have told you, I have showed you some of the numbers right there, and that was value of root 2. These are the two values I asked you about to find out something about this value of root 2. Basically what will you do, you will have some definite value of this, like 1.414, you will take this value, but this is not the exact value. Actually the value of root 2 is, if you calculate it, that will be 1.4142, and so on. So the number never stops actually. Now the value of pi is, you take it to be 3.14 or you take it to be 22/7, but I have told you these are the exact value of pi, because pi's value is this. Now if you will go on and calculating 22/7, and you will be finding that right from there the value will be differing. Okay, so that can be exact value, so you can use in the calculation for approximation, but these are not actually approx value of pi. Now what kind of values are they? I have told you nothing is been repeating here and also here, right, and now it is not even terminating. So these are non-terminating, it never terminates, plus non-recurring, numbers, decimal numbers, so that will be termed as irrational numbers. So these kind of numbers are what? Basically irrational numbers. Okay, noted, right. You can do one thing more, you can calculate the value of root 2. Okay, you know how to calculate value of roots. So just calculate the value and you will find the same value, and the value will never going to end, and it will be having some remainder, and you will be having this value to go on and on. Okay, so now the next slide show that this particular number is a rational number. Show that this number is a rational number. How to know if this number is a rational number? Students, I have told you what is rational number. Rational number is the one in which we can write that particular number in the format of p by q, where p and q are two integers and q is not supposed to be 0, and also p and q are what? Right, they are co-primes. Okay, so these are the conditions. Now if you look at this 3 point given, 3.14267, after 8 there is nothing, so it just terminated here. So how can I rewrite it? 3.14268, just remove this, or should I write it further like this, that it can also be written as 3142678. How many digits? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 digits are here, so I will just remove this decimal here and put 6 zeros here. 1 2 3 4 5 6, isn't it? So now that will become something I will be knowing in the format p by q. Now these are having clearly some common factors. Okay, so in order to make it actually rational, what I will do that I will divide it by 2 and also divide it by 2. Let's find out what we are having. 1, 5, 1 remaining, 7, 1, 3, 3 and 9, and here I will be having 5 and 5 zeros. Now, this will be only be divisible by, because it is having 0, it will be either divisible by 5, okay, or 2. So, 2, 5, and the common factor, common prime factor can be other than that 3, no, 4, okay, 4, but 4 is not prime, okay. So, if it is dividing by 2, okay, then 4 will be included, and then 6, no, 7, no, okay. So, we are only having, okay, so we are only having 2 and 5 prime factors that will divide this, okay. Now, if I this was about the denominator, about the numerator, okay, is it going to be divided by 2? This is odd, the last digit is odd, so it is not going to divide it by 2. What about 5? There is no 0, there is no 5, so that will not be divided by 5 either. So, now I am having this P by Q format, and in that particular format I am not having any kind of, what you say, this co-prime factors in denominator and in the okay. So, as we talked about the denominator, you are having only 2 and 5 as prime numbers. Now, if I talk about this, as a factors, it is having neither 2 no 5, because it is having this 9 here. So, 9, that will not be a factor, 2 will not be a factor of it, and 5, it will not be also a factor of 5, because it is not having 2 here, 0 here or even 5 here. So, that means we are having this format P by Q, in which P and Q are not, are co-primes, co-prime numbers, and Q is not equals to 0. So, both the conditions have been fulfilled, okay, noted. So, this is the method we will be proving or showing that this particular number is a rational number, okay. So, this is about this. Now, this was so simple, we know how to eliminate this decimal and put it into a P by Q format, okay. So, what can be the next category of question for the same? Now, look at that, show that 0.33333 is a rational number. Now, 0.3333 and so on, that will be giving you, that is equals to 0.3 bar basically. Now, student, you cannot take that step that you have taken in the previous one, that just remove that decimal from here and put denominator, put zeros in denominator equals to the numbers after the decimal. Why? Because you do not know how many numbers are you are having here. So, now how will we do that? How will we solve that? So, can I just have this 0.3333 as x, okay. So, what will I do? I will be putting x equals to 0.333 and so on, or you call it 0.3 and bar, okay. So, if that is so, and if I multiply this x, right, by 10, what will happen? This has to be multiplied by 10 also. So, multiplying, let us suppose this is equation 1, equation 1 by 10, what will we have? 10x equals to 3.3333 and so on, right. So, that will be like this only. Now, can I write this 10x plus 3 plus, mind this plus sign here, I have bifurcated as 10x because I have multiplied the equation by 10, then 3, okay, plus, now 3 plus what is 3.3333, 3 plus 0.333 or 0.3 bar will make it 3.3 bar, right. Now, do you remember that this 0.3333 was to be assumed as x back then what we have to do, just put this x here. Now my equation got 10x equals to 3 plus x. Now what the equation became, 10x equals to 3 plus x. Now x will come right there and will it become 9x, how? Because it will become 10x minus of x equals to 3 and that will eventually give you 9x, 9x equals to 3. Now if 9x equals to 3, that means x equals to simply 3 by 9, or can I say 1 by 9, 1 by 3. So this should be basically my answer. Okay, this should be my answer. Now, how to reconnect with the question, how to find out my question or my assumption or method is right or wrong. Okay, so what you do, what you say guys, we can just find the solution of this. So can we have this like 1 here and 3 here. Now what will you got, a point, okay, decimal, 0, then 3 3s are 9, remaining 1, okay, then again 0, 3 3s are 9, then subtracted, get remainder as 0, sorry as 1, and again 0, 3, 9, and this process will be continued. So that will be 3.333 and that will become 0.3 bar. So the expression is very right, students, expression is very right, we will be having this 0.333. So this is your solution, note this so that we can move forward. Okay, so noted. Right. So with the next one we are having this, show that 1.272727 and so on is a rational number. So what does that make, 1.272727, that is 1.27 and a bar to 27, okay, sorry, that's given number is 1.272727 and so on, that means that is equals to 1.27 bar. Okay, now we have to calculate this and you will say that ma'am in that previous one we multiplied it by 10. Now how will I know that how to I have to multiply by 10 or 1000 or 100. So we are having bar on these two numbers, okay. Two numbers are repeating, so what will we do? We will multiply by 100. 100 is having 2 0, that makes sense to you, okay. So let x equals to 1.27 bar, okay. Now multiply equation 1 by 100, that will make 100x equals to 12.727. 2, 7 and so on. Okay, that is 100x equals to 12.72727. Now what you have to do, you just have to pick 1.27 from right from there. Okay, 1.27 from there. So just minus, you have to be with that one now. So you have to just minus it. So you will be getting 4 and here 6. So 4.0, no, that is not the thing. Okay. So after multiplying it with 100, that will becoming 127.272727. Now that can be written as 100x equal to 126 plus 1.272727 and so on. So that will be written as 100x plus equals to 126 then plus 1.2727, that is 1.27 by, and that can be written as x. So that will give you 100x minus x equals to 126. That will give you 99x equals to 126, or I can say x equals to 126 by 99. Now if this is the answer, this is the answer. No, it is not the answer, because we are having 3 common here and 3 common here also. So what will we do? We will just divide those 2 by 3. So that will be 42 here and 33 here. Okay. Again 4 plus 2 is 6, 3 plus 3 equals to 9. Okay. So you can further make it 1 and 1 here. So 11, and here 3 1s are 3 and 4 3s are 12. So that will be 14 by 11, and that will be what your answer. Now you can do one more thing. You can just do the division process here and get this 1.272727 back and get your answer checked, that whether your answer is right or wrong. Okay. So note that. Noted. Now, our next question is again show that 0.2355353 is a rational number. So, it is a rational number if and only if you can write in the format P by Q. So, given 0.23535353 and so on. That means you are having 0.235 and this 35 is repeating again and again. Now let us say if this works to be multiplied by 100. So multiply both sides by 100. So what will you get? You will simply get 100x equals to, that will become 23.5355353. Okay. Now we have to make it like 100x equals to, that will be 53.535353 and this is you are having 0.235. Okay, so you have to cut it short in this way. So how will you do that? That will be 21 and 23 point plus 0.235, okay, 35 and so on, that will be 23.3 plus 0.2353535, okay. Okay, so we will further divide it like 23.2 plus 0.353535, okay, or else what we have done here, that was 23.3 and here it was 2. So that will make 23 here point 23 here 3 and 2 5, then 353535, okay. Digits have been messed up here, okay. So this is the same which we have concluded as x, so that will be 100x equals to 23.3 plus x. Now that will make 99x because x will transpose here equals to 23.3, or else what you can say that will be 2233 by 10, isn't it, right? Now this is something I can relate, that x will be equals to 233 by 10 and that 99 will come also here. So what will I conclude, that x will become 233 by 99 and 0, 99 and 0, isn't it? So that will be 233 by 99 and 0. Now that will be divided by 5, but that will not, that will be divided by 3, right, but 6 to 8, that will not be going to divide by 3 either. Now 11, if it works for 11, 233 by 11, 2s are 22, 1 3, no. So basically it is not having any common factor, so your answer will be what? This only, 233 by 990, that will be your answer, okay. So we have talked about simply the first question was, first you note this and then we will talk about the 3 questions we have discussed today, okay, noted. Okay, so we have discussed this 0.333 and then we discussed 1.272727 and then we discussed 0.23535 and so on. So this is the basic idea of 0.3 bar, 1.27 and bar on 27 and then 0.235 bar. Now you know how to convert a particular number into decimal number, a rational number, okay. If you are having bar only at the first one, on at the next two, and if it is on the first, second, third after decimal, you will multiply it simply by 1000, okay. And in case you are having, you are lefting this one, but so then you will multiply it by 1000 only, okay. So that depends on the numbers on which you are having bar or which are repeating itself, okay. So this is about that. Now we are having our next topic as finding irrational number between two numbers. I have told you to find numbers between rational numbers. We have talked about one method of solving this. The first method was based on the average approach. We were going to take average of the two numbers and having inserted one number between them. The second method that we haven't spoken about it yet, second method is about, this method is for about the denominator. From denominator we can also solve these things. Okay. So, first method we have covered, second method we will cover, and there is something like finding irrational number between two numbers that may look very hard for you guys, but let me clear you that these methods that we have discovered, we do not even need a method for it. We can just write numbers between two rational number or two irrational number just by seeing on these numbers that what are the two numbers, and by just seeing that these two numbers we can find that what and what numbers are going in between or among them. Okay. So, note this. So, this is for today students. In our next lecture we will be finding irrational numbers between two irrational numbers and two rational numbers. Till then, take care, goodbye.